Hello friends, welcome to my channel Technical Arcane. Myself Arnab Kundu. Today I will discuss the topic what is polymer memory. Okay, so I will discuss elaborately about polymer memory. So go to the computer screen. Today I will discuss the topic what is polymer memory, right? Polymer memory refers to memory technologies based on the use of organic polymers, right? Some of these technologies use changes in the resistance of conducting polymers under read-write control, okay? Other architectures are based on ferroelectric polymers, right? The properties of polymer memory are low cost and high performance and have the potential for 3D stacking and mechanical flexibility, right? Variants can be write once or multiple write. Okay, printed versions of this technology already exist and are used in low density applications such as toys, right? Polymer memory insinuates the new memory innovation that utilizes conductive polymer rather than silicon based construction to store the data, right? Polymers are highly adaptable organic material comprising of long chains of single molecules, right? Polymers are essential electronic material that can be processed as liquid, okay? With thin film memory technology, polymers are used in various industrial standard processes, right? A polymer known as P dot, which means polyethylene dioxyethene, is an unusual plastic since it conducts electricity at low voltage, which makes this polymer suitable for anti-static coating in various industrial processes, right? Later, it was found that at high pulse of current changes it into non-conducting state, acts as an insulator, right? The PDOT based memory was utilized to store the computerized data as zeros and ones, okay? By stacking layers of memory, a cube centimeter gadget could hold as much as a gigabyte and be sufficient modest to rival CDs and DVD, right? Now I talk about how does polymer memory work. The fundamental principle behind the polymer based memory is a dipole moment possessed by the polymer chains because of which polymer shows differences in electrical conductivity, and when an electric field is applied polymer local dipole is set up, right? Dipole moment is set up when an electric field is applied to a solid containing positive and negative charge. The positive charges get displaced in the direction of the field towards the negative end, while negative charges get displaced in the direction of the positive end of the field. Thus a dipole is set up, okay? Polymer memory stores data in an entirely different manner in comparison to silicon devices, right? Instead of encoding zeros and ones as the measure of charge stored in a cell, COTUS chips store data based on the polymer's electrical resistance. COTU fabricates the each memory cell as polymer sandwiched between the two electrodes, right? To actuate the cell framework, the voltage is applied at the top and bottom electrodes, right? Use of an electric field to bring down the polymer's resistance, thus expanding its ability to conduct current, okay? The polymer keeps up its state until a field of opposite polarity is applied to raise its resistance back to its original level, okay? The distinct conductivity states constitute bits of data, right? Semiconductor memory is a digital electronic semiconductor device used for digital data storage such as computer memory, okay? where data is stored within metal oxide semiconductor known as MOS memory cells on a silicon integrated circuit memory chip, right? Now we talk about features of polymer memory, and the features like zero transistors for every bit of storage. Next point, memory is non-volatile. Next feature, microsecond initial reads, write speed quicker than NAND and NOR flash. Okay, basic preparing, simple to coordinate with different CMOS, no cell backup control or refresh required, relatively denser and cheaper compared to flash memory, operating temperature range between 40 to 110 degree centigrade, right? Now we talk about advantages of polymer memory. Plastic memory is quick. Lab assembled gadgets with a 1 GB storage capacity have yielded read or write process durations that are multiple times, near about 10 times quicker than compact flash, which are commonly 10 MB per second read and 1 to 4 MB per second compose, thus providing quick read and write speed. Okay. Next advantage, low power utilization. It requires far less transistors, commonly just 0.5 million for 1 GB of storage capacity, contrasted with silicon's 1.5 to 6.5 billion. Okay, it can be stacked vertically in an item, yielding 3D space utilization. Silicon chips must be set adjacent to one another. Okay, simple to fabricate, use inkjet printers to shower fluid polymer circuits onto a surface. Okay, the thin film framework requires about 0.5 million transistor for each gigabyte of memory. Okay, the customary silicon based framework would require between 1.5 to 6.5 billion transistor for that equivalent gigabyte. Okay, now we talk about limitations of polymer memory. Turning a polymer memory into a commercial memory is a tedious task, as the memory technology compete not only on the basis of storage capacity but also in energy consumption, speed and unwavering quality and so on. Okay, it can read many times but can write only one time, right? Until new memory materials can contained with the high performance of silicon, their nodes, they are probably going to be constrained to niche applications. Okay, now we talk about architecture of polymer memory devices. Each polymer is sandwiched between two electrodes which acts as a memory cell, just provided within the picture. A voltage is applied between top and bottom electrodes, right? Memory is represented as space charges in the polymers that are detected using electrical pulses, right? Now I talk about speed and cost of polymer memory. So at first we talk about speed. The absence of moving parts offers a substantial speed advantage compared to mechanical storage systems such as magnetic hard disk and optical storage. Okay, thin film memory technology is all solid state based. And if we talk about cost wise, the polymer is solution based and can easily be applied to large surfaces with regular coating processes. Okay, there is a huge advantage in terms of price for capacity. The picture just provide comparison between various memories in terms of cost and speed. Okay, now I talk about the applications of polymer memory. The first application, like warm type memory, means write once, read many. Next, permanent storage such as in holography techniques and ROM devices, right? Now if we conclude something about this polymer memory is concerned, then we can say polymers, which are once considered to be the main reasons for pollution and referred to be removed from the earth, has found a new areas of utilization. Okay, the non-volatile and other features are inbuilt in molecular level and offers very high advantages in terms of cost. Okay, If we talk about the next generation memories, so we can say that the polymer memory technology are referred as next generation memories. Okay, next generation memories satisfy all of the good attributes of memory. The most important one among them is their ability to support expansion in three-dimension spaces, right?
I hope that you have understood today's topic. For more videos, keep watching my channel Technical Arcoin. Thank you and bye bye.